Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Olly's Farm. The time is now 6 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm about to head down to Essex to go to the dough show today. So as you can see in the background, I've just started the car up because it's absolutely frozen solid at the moment. So I'm just warming it up and then I'll be on my way down to Essex to go to the dough show. Okay, so I've arrived in Essex now, guys, and I'm here with my friend Tom, as you can see on the side there, and we're just checking out the Manitous right over here. So I'm just going to have a look at the Manitous, see what they're like. Were you thinking about getting a telehandler on your farm?
Yeah, possibly a Manitou of some
Tom's
sort,
thinking about changing. Tom's dad, Phil, is thinking about getting a new telehandler, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
sometime in the near future.
Yeah, so it's either Manitou or JCB?
Yeah, possibly JCB. We'll have a look into that.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think of this Manitou right here?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's good and bad points about it. I mean,
yeah, MLT 737.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Manitou cab, Tom?
Not too bad. I mean, I don't know what I think of that door bit, but
oh yeah,
it's not too bad. I mean,
oh, because of the indent.
That bit's good. I like the electric window.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe easy getting in and out.
Steps.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that's why they've done it?
Yeah, maybe because I mean, it's easier to get like that.
Get in and out of. Yeah. What else do you like about the telehandler?
Oh, I like the driver position. You've got a good view. Same control as last time.
Oh, was that the JSM joystick?
Yeah. So your hands rest nicely rested on all the controls.
Yeah. Forward,
reverse, and your auxiliaries. Yeah. And your gears along the back here.
Yeah.
You've got your new screen.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't really changed much from the last one. It's changed visually, and there's a few different bits, but the concept's the same.
Yeah. Do you like the electric window, or?
Yeah, there's good things about it. I mean, it's nice. If you only want to open it a little bit, you can. But then,
yeah.
I did like the previous door.
The split door.
The split door. Yeah. Yeah.
It's quite nice having the electric window. I think because it's if you shut the door a minute, you can see if you had the split door and you were going through a shed, can you see how streamlined that is on the side, like how smooth that is? So if you just move around the machine, you can see that it's got quite a nice styling, quite nice ergonomics. It's quite a smart looking piece of equipment, really.
Yeah, no, it's very smart.
So how would you compare this with the JCB then, Tom, which you've been looking at getting in the farm?
Well, I like how compact it is. Where your wheels end is the end of the machine. However, the JCB does go a little bit further.
Yeah.
There's different style in that. They've changed it from the last one.
Yeah. It's quite.
And also, this is a 7 metre machine, so you've got to look at.
I was going to say, for 7 metres, there's quite a lot in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I think the JCBs are definitely longer, the 7 metre JCBs.
Yeah.
You can see at the back they've tucked the back of the machine in quite nicely with the wheels there.
Yeah. The only thing I would say the downside is that's a 130 horsepower machine, but then again, that's only a 737, so. Not a 741.
Oh yes.
But I mean, if we go to the 741.
So what do you like about this 741 compared to the other 737 we just looked at, Tom?
The next advantage is the lifting capacity. 4.1 tonnes. Yeah. Rather than the 3.7, which isn't huge amounts, but it can be noticeable when you've got situations where you need it. 140 horsepower. Yeah. So
this is up. The horsepower's up from 130.
Yeah, up from 130 on the 737 over that way.
Yeah. And this is a Vario Plus?
Vario Plus, so yeah, variable transmission.
Variable transmission, yeah. And it's not that much bigger, is it, than that other Manitou we just saw a minute ago? I do like the new cabs on the Manitou with this curved windscreen, and the screen guards on the top there, for example. It's quite a nice touch. Yeah. So yeah, they're very nice machines, and they've certainly come a long way.
Oh, definitely, they've come along a long way.
So we'll have a look around now and see if we can find some more interesting equipment for you guys. I'm just by the Marshall stand now, and I found some Marshall equipment. Marshall's a company who's based just up in Scotland, and they build agricultural equipment. As you can see as well, for those of you who might be wondering, I've got the new Olly's Farm merch on here, which has actually got the Olly's Farm logo on the side. We've also got the Olly's Farm YouTube, and we've also got the Olly's Farm on the back with the YouTube side there as well. Now, there will be some merchandise coming in the future to the online shop. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it, and it will be coming in the future. This is actually a prototype top, and the official Olly's Farm merch, when it does release, will just have the logo and it won't have the YouTube underneath. And because I know a lot of you guys would actually prefer just to have the Olly's Farm logo on there without the YouTube, just to let you guys know. So we'll just check out the Marshall equipment now, but I just thought I'd let you know about the Olly's Farm merch. So if we just have a look at this trailer here, Tom actually has quite a few of these trailers on his farm, don't you, Tom?
Yep.
And you quite like these trailers, and they're actually quite a well-built trailer, and they're a really smart piece of equipment for if you're bale carting or if you're taking any items around the farm which you need to transport. Galvanised top on the surface there. You've got the galvanised section there which holds all of your attachments on. You can see you've got the hydraulic hose and your trailer lights, and if you just look up to the top here, that you've got your bale ladder, which is again galvanised, so that's quite a nice touch to stop corrosion on your bale ladders. That's something I have noticed about Marshall. In a minute we'll just have a look at the grain trailer, and you can see that the grain trailer's again got some galvanised pieces on it just to protect it from corrosion. So if we just move further up, here, you can see it's got a nice set of tyres on here. We've got some 400R 660 22.5s on, twin axle, and if you just look on the side, it's been very well built, very thick steel there, and very solid. Looks like it would definitely last a while. Just spotted there's a Marshall muck spreader here also. This is a rotary spreader, so it's a side spreader, so it's perhaps for the smaller farmer who's maybe got 50 tons of muck to spread a year. He can just buy this muck spreader and can just spread muck perhaps once or twice a year, and he won't have to worry about paying a contractor or anything like that, because he can just do it all himself with this little muck spreader. But if you've got a lot more muck, you would want a much bigger spreader, like that spreader over there, for example, which would ultimately speed up the process. On the farm back home, we actually, you'll see in the coming weeks when we do our muck spreading, I actually go and hire a 12-ton muck spreader, because as good as these spreaders are, they're just not big enough really for the job which I need to do on the farm. I've found that if you've got a bigger muck spreader, you can get the job done quite quickly, especially if you're hiring the spreader. So although it is very nice, it wouldn't be one for the farm at home, unfortunately. So as you can see, we've got this large Marshall grain trailer here. It's actually, you can see in the centre there, it's got a single acting ram in the middle. And if you just move to the back here, a nice feature of Marshall's, it's got the galvanised mud guards on the side, and it's also as well got a nice set of large flotation tyres, ideal for reducing compaction on the farm. And if we just move further down, you can see they're actually Trelleborg tyres, so they're a nice quality tyre which has been put on the machine. You can see as well it's got quite nice LED lights on the back there, with the LED hazard light on the bottom fitted standard. And if we just move up, you can see it's got the galvanised chute on the side there as well. And another nice handy feature with this Marshall grain trailer is you've got the LED light on the side. Quite nice just to have the lights there at night so that you can see where you're going. Okay, so it looks like there's a quad bike stand here. I'll just go and check it out. See here we've got a Kawasaki quad bike and EPS electric power steering models. You can see that it's got some nice big suspension components there, especially when you're going off-road, that would come in handy. And obviously the exhaust there, and you could put a tow hitch on the back there if you wanted to as well. Yeah, so it's apparently 750cc. As you can see down there, it's got a V twin engine, and you can achieve a speed of about 70 miles an hour with this bike. It's actually quite compact for the power that it's got. The quad bike we've got on the farm, which I reviewed quite a while ago, is the 4Trucks 420, and it's about the same size as this bike. So this bike is 750cc, which is almost double the cc from the quad bike at home, which is of course 420. But what's quite nice about this is it's quite compact, and also it's got a CVT transmission, so it's an automatic transmission, so you haven't got to worry about gears or anything in it. And also as well, it's got electrically assisted steering on the front, so when you're steering, you don't have to worry too much about the actual steering motion. It electrically assists you, so it's more like driving, you know, when you're driving your car, for example, everything's a lot smoother, shall we say. Whereas before it was, you know, you've got your big manual car. So yeah, it's quite a nice quad bike, and I'm sure it fit in quite nicely on the farm. It's certainly quite different. and a lot of power in quite a nice package. Okay, so I've just by this ATV stand, as you can see here, and there's this buggy here just going round in a track basically, but it's quite good off-road. I think it's like a Kawasaki or something. Look at that. Articulates in the middle there. 4-furrow reversible plough on the back. Well, here it is. There's the Doe 130 tractor, and it's basically two tractors joined together. And as you can see, it's got a reversible plough on the back, so when it lifts up it can spin its plough around and go back straight down the same furrow. And you're just driving off there now to go away to plough in a different area. So as you can see, the plough's now flipped over and the driver's actually taken it down to a lower part of the field here, and basically he's about to just plough up and down. And if you just go to the front of this tractor here, we can see that it's basically two tractors joined together. So it was two old Fords and 65s joined together to make one 130 horsepower tractor, and this was back in the 70s. So they were trying to make a big horsepower tractor out of just the two smaller tractors, and it's got an articulating piece in the middle so that it basically pivots so that you can steer around a corner. And the reason they needed so much horsepower back then was to increase the productivity on the farm. They needed a lot of power to increase efficiency and to drive down the overall costs of production. So it's quite an interesting piece of equipment. Certainly very different, something I've never seen before. There's lots going on. There's lots of there's a couple of old tractors. I saw a Fordson Standard back in the distance, and there's also an old Ford. There's a Case Optum working as well, and there's lots of machinery just doing some demonstrations, demonstrating some equipment and machinery. Back at the top of the show, there's a lot of new equipment and new machines which Tom and I have been looking at, and also as well we've been looking at the used machinery and trying to find some good deals. So it's been really interesting finding out about all of the equipment and all of the machinery here today at the Ernest show, which is based here in Essex. This is quite cool. As you can see, the tractor's on a jack stand. You can control the tractor from this cab on the right here. I think there's a cable, as you can see there, running from the cab to the tractor. Okay, so we've basically seen all of the tractors. We've looked at a lot of machinery, and Tom looked at the Manitou. We looked at the Manitou earlier and the Marshall trailer. And yeah, I think we've had a really good day. It's been nice to come out and see a lot of equipment. Oh, it's quite a big case tractor over there with a triple set of mowers you can see over there. But yeah, no, quite a fun day. It's been quite good, and I've certainly enjoyed coming down to Essex for this day, seeing all the equipment. And you can see there's quite a big combine there. This is like New Holland's part of the day. And basically, just with Tom here now, as you can see. There is, and see, I think we've quite enjoyed it, Tom, haven't we?
Yeah,
it's been quite a good day, to be fair. Seen a lot of equipment and some quite unusual stuff. The twin old tractors joined together. The double, was it the double D?
The double D, yeah.
The double D or the triple D.
Yeah.
So we've had quite a good day. It's been really good seeing everything. As always, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. You can also tap the little bell to be notified when there is a new episode of Olly's Farm. And as always, do comment, rate, subscribe for plenty more videos to come.